JJ, the cameras are rolling.
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about Thanksgiving dinner.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, let's go to Caleb and learn more about people's dinner traditions.
Hey DMS, we all know about the traditional Thanksgiving foods: turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. Let's hear about what our students like.
So, Sam, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Turkey,
Why is that your favorite Thanksgiving food?
because it's a tradition in my family to have turkey every Thanksgiving.
Thank you. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ham,
Why is that your favorite Thanksgiving food?
because it's very tasty.
Okay, thank you. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
I like ham
Why is that your favorite Thanksgiving food?
because it's big and it's just good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Probably green bean casserole.
Why is that your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Cause my grandma has like this really good recipe for it, and it's really good. So
Well,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Now we know who likes what. This is Caleb Cahill signing off for DMS Broadcasting. Have a good weekend, DMS.
Dude, I'm so excited for Thanksgiving break.
Why are you excited?
I might be going to Colorado, and I'm pretty sure we're going to the Rocky Mountains.
That sounds like fun. I wonder what other people at DMS are doing over
Oh, hey, DMS. Have you heard what people are doing for Thanksgiving break? Well, let's go find out. Are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving break, and where?
Yes, and I am going to Clearwater Beach in Florida.
Did you go there last year, and was it fun?
Yes, and it was a lot of fun.
Are you planning on going to the same place next year, and if not, what's your plan?
Next year we're not going. We're going in 2 years, and we're going to stay home next year as a family.
Are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving break?
No.
Did you go anywhere last year, and if you did, was it fun?
Yes, I went on a cruise and we went to a ton of beaches and cities, and it was very fun.
Are you planning on going to the same place next year, or if not, what's your plan?
No, I don't think so. We might be going to a different place next year.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, DMS. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving break.
Hey, have you seen Officer Bratcher around school?
Yeah, I don't know much about him, but I heard Graham does.
Yeah, let's go to Graham and learn more about Officer Bratcher.
Hey Discovery, it's Graham here, and today I'm doing a spotlight on our resource officer at our school, Officer Bratcher. Now many of you know who Officer Bratcher is, but you might not know exactly what he does. So let's go find out.
What do you do here at our school?
My main responsibility is your safety and security. So in the parking lot, you'll see me a lot of times in the morning stopping cars that are getting in the middle of buses, and I will not come into the school until I know that every teacher and staff member and student is safely tucked into school. So safety and security is number one, but I also teach the life program and various other things.
Are you the resource officer at any other schools?
I also serve at South Valley, do the same thing at South Valley, teach the life program, make sure everybody's safe. So yes, I serve 2 schools, but any school in the district that calls me and needs me, I can answer their call.
What is the life program?
The life program is a 10-week class based on cybersecurity and science-based drug education. We get on how to stay safe online, social media, and then we get into drugs, alcohol, tobacco, how they affect our bodies, how they affect our brains.
What do you do after school is over during the summer?
What I do after school? Shoot, I like to. I have an old '39 Chevy pickup that I like to work on after school. Typically, put 2 or 3 hours a day in it. It was my grandpa's old truck. Thought it was kind of cool, and I also like to coach 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade basketball.
What did you do before you were a resource officer here at DMS in South Valley?
Before I was a resource officer, I was working the streets of the City of Liberty. I'm still the department's DWI expert, but my specialty on the streets was catching drunk drivers and removing them from the streets. I still maintain all of our equipment for DWIs and still have our department's expert in that.
Now you know a lot about Officer Bratcher, but Officer Bratcher doesn't only do the stuff around our school that I just showed you. He also gets the privilege to show new officers what it's like to be a resource officer. So let's go check that out. I'm here with
Officer Bratcher.
and
Officer Harmon.
Officer Harmon. What are you doing here at our school?
Officer Bratcher is showing me around to a couple of the different schools here in Liberty and showing me what it's like to be an SRO.
Officer Bratcher, what are you doing to train her and show her around?
Well, sometimes the department we get referred to as the SROs, the crayon cops, and every new officer has to spend a day with the SROs to see what it's like. That, hey, we do a lot more in the school than just hang out and do nothing. There's a lot of things that go on in the schools, the daily safety, security, teaching. There's a lot of aspect to being a school resource officer, and that's just so all of our new officers can understand that, because maybe Officer Harmon wants to be an SRO someday.
Okay, thank you. This is Graham Maddox signing off for Discovery Middle School Broadcasting.
Officer Bratcher seems pretty cool. I want to become a police officer when I grow up.
Yeah, me too, but right now I'm starving.
Well, this next segment is about to make you more hungry. Let's see what Olivia's cooking today.
Hey DMS, are you guys all excited for Thanksgiving break? Well, I have some sugar cookies that I'm going to show you how to prepare for your Thanksgiving feast. The first thing that you need to do is open up your browser and type in best sugar cookie recipe ever. You're going to want to click on the add a pinch link. You're also going to need to type in best sugar cookie frosting ever and click on the first all recipes link. For the batter, you are going to need 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of softened butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, an extra 1/4 cup of sugar for baking, and 1 to 2 eggs. Adding 2 eggs makes the batter a little more sticky when you're forming the cookie dough balls. After you have all your ingredients together, you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The next thing that you need to do is start creaming the butter and the sugar. Put your 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter into a mixing bowl and start whipping it. Do this for about 10 to 15 seconds and then add in a little bit of sugar and continue whipping. Repeat this process until all the sugar is gone. After the butter and sugar are creamed nicely together, you can use that same method for the flour. After the flour and sugar are creamed nicely together, you can start adding in everything else. And you don't need to follow any particular order when adding everything else in. Once the batter is done, you can start rolling it out into 1-inch balls and placing it on a parchment paper covered cookie sheet. Once all the balls are laid out, you can sprinkle the extra sugar on top. Place your cookies in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. While your cookies are baking, you can start the frosting. You will need about 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 4 to 5 tablespoons of milk, and half a cup of melted butter. If your frosting isn't as thick as you would like it to be, you can add in a little more powdered sugar. Now, after your frosting is done, you can separate it out into different bowls and place different colors of food coloring in. After that, you can decorate them however you want. I hope you guys like this tutorial and try this at home for your Thanksgiving dinners. Have a good day and an outstanding weekend, DMS.
3, 2.
Look at me, I look so weird.
Yeah, you look pretty weird back then.
Yeah, when does the next yearbook come out?
I don't know. Let's go to Hallie and learn more.
You may have heard of Yearbook Club. I talked to some people to learn more about it. What is Yearbook Club?
Yearbook Club, well, we make the entire yearbook. We put it together from start to finish. We edit, and we do everything.
Yeah, so students here at DMS in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade who are part of our staff, they work the entire school year from start to finish on getting pictures together, interviewing students and teachers, designing layouts, basically just trying to preserve the memories of middle school.
How often do you meet?
We meet every Tuesday after school till 3:30.
What is your favorite part of Yearbook Club?
I really like getting to know all the new 6th graders and 7th graders and just having something to do and being involved in our school and have an impact.
My favorite thing about Yearbook Club is just watching all of the creativity that the students have. I don't consider myself a very creative person, so I'm so glad that they're there to bring new, fresh ideas each year.
How can you be in Yearbook Club next year?
In high school, it's an elective. It's a course during school. Next year, you can just apply.
I hope you learned more about Yearbook Club and might consider joining it next year. This is Hallie signing out.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing.
Why don't we go to JC and learn about people who know how to actually dance?
Hey DMS, did you know that there's a lot of great dance students in school? Let's go take a look at a few students that dance.
What studio do you dance at? Stars Unlimited. How long have you been dancing? 5 years. And what's your favorite style of dance? Lyrical. Thank you. What studio do you dance at? Studio 10. How long have you been dancing? Since I was 3. And what's your favorite style of dance? Hip hop. Thank you. Yep. What studio do you dance at? Code. How long have you been dancing? 3 years. And then what's your favorite style of dance? Jazz. Thank you. What dance studio do you dance at? Stars Unlimited. How long have you been dancing? 11 years. And what's your favorite style of dance? Lyrical. Thank you. Keep dancing, DMS. This is JC signing off.
No offense, JJ, but maybe you could use this weekend to learn how to dance right.
Okay, speaking of weekend, it's time to go, DMS.
Have a good weekend, DMS!